So, Diddy's PR team has just allegedly leaked how he plans to eliminate Cassie after she testified against him at the trial. And I got to say, this is bad, even by Diddy's standards.
She basically expresses that she is scared for her life, for her safety and her family's safety. The main takeaway that I got from it is that she thinks that if Diddy is promptly released, one of his first acts is going to be to send people after Cassie and the other victims that spoke about, their allegations against him. She says that for this reason, she's moved her family out of New York entirely. She also paints a picture of a very different man than in the support letters we saw from the defense. She says that he's unrepentant, he hasn't changed, and she doesn't believe anything the defense says about him changing. She also gave some reflections about the trial as a whole and how the jury failed to see her truth in acquitting him on trafficking charges and racketeering charges, and can get more.
This is something we had long been warned would happen to the victims who spoke out against Diddy. Jaguar Wright didn't hold back when she talked about how Diddy really feels about Cassie Ventura today. She was asked if Cassie, now living her life with a beautiful family, would finally be left alone. And Jaguar's answer basically said, "Don't count on it."
So Sonia's wondering your thoughts on how Diddy might feel about Cassie now having a beautiful family. Do you think she will finally be left in peace?
Well, I mean, I think it would be wise for people to go back and watch his acceptance speech on BET for his Lifetime Achievement Award. When Young Miami was there as his paramour, holding a banner that says, "Go Daddy."
He thanks her.
And he didn't thank her. He thanked Cassie
For holding it down.
for holding him down through the dark times after she had moved on and married and started a family.
Yeah, and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love.
Is everyone forgetting how people were saying how Diddy was still approaching Cassie as if they were still in a relationship after she had left him while she was with Mr. Fine, her husband? You heard about that, right? Like he was still pretending, he was still including her in posts while she was a married woman. And people kept, even 50 Cent said something to say about it. Man, when's the time to let go? He said, "I don't know when I feel like letting go." He bragged about still going after Cassie while she was newly married and had just had a baby. They're like, "But they married, they have a baby." He's like, "Well, it's my girl." That's how he was still referring to her. And if we pay attention to what the documents in the lawsuit said, after she left him, he came and he assaulted her one more time. So I want you to think about all.
It has become obvious now that Diddy is obsessed with Cassie. His behavior toward Cassie isn't normal. It feels way deeper and honestly way darker. If Diddy couldn't let go of Cassie when she left him, what might he try to do now that she helped bring the truth to light? This is just how Diddy operates. Everybody sees it now. It makes sense that he'd try something against Cassie because deep down he's scared. He acts tough, but he can't actually fight anyone himself. And you know what he really hated Cassie for? He hated her for secretly being in love with Tupac.
Diddy was doing these freak-offs with Cassie. Why do you think that is?
Bruh, I come to find out that, and people gonna think this is weird. Cassie was a die-hard Tupac fan. Cassie loved her some Tupac. Now, she was too young, really, and I don't understand, but somebody close told me that she was a die-hard Tupac fan. And because I believe that Puff may have found that out or known that, he put that against that girl. And he treated her like that because, one, he thought he could get away with it, and two, she had love for Pac. I really believe that. And I know people gonna be like, yo, Gene, that's crazy. Yo, Kim Porter loved Pac too. Sarah Chapman loved Pac too. And then I don't understand why he didn't do Sarah like that. But Sarah was a very, very smart girl. She was highly intelligent. So I know he believed that he probably couldn't have got away with doing shit like that with Sarah. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't do that to Sarah and get away with it. Rough her up a little bit, nah, but to beat her and do the freak offs like that, nah, I don't believe he could do Sarah like that. But you know, she dated Tupac before him. So I believe that she did that with Cassie, not only because he knew he could get away with it, and I think it had something to do with that, he didn't like the fact that she liked Tupac.
If Diddy has ran around and threatened every other man that was interested in Cassie while he was busy abusing her, neglecting her, confusing her, why wouldn't we think that he put the moves on Ryan Leslie? I thought it was interesting when he did Drink Champs, because he just recently, not that long ago, did a Drink Champ interview with Nori and them over on the Peer Pressure podcast. I was shocked to see that. I didn't understand the relevance. I didn't understand why he would do anything for a network that was affiliated with Diddy. I didn't get it. Didn't make any sense to me. Not at all. But what I do know is this. Diddy has a history of bullying women into relationships with him and bullying men away from the women that he desires to possess. And I can speak about that very clearly, because that's exactly what he did with Kim Porter, and I'll be sure.
People are already on edge about what Diddy might try next. And a lot of folks believe Cassie could be in real danger. They say if he really wanted to, he could try to take her out the same way people think he did with Kim Porter. Kim was also rumored to be close to exposing him before she suddenly died from pneumonia.
I heard that the paperclip party broke that story because it was told to them by Kim's Porter father that is in the police report. That this is in the police report, that Dallas Austin's daughter, who was a friend of Kim's, left her house at 8 o'clock. That Kim had made a call, 911 call at 2:15 that morning. And I don't know what happened in the 911 call or what was said, but they said that Dallas Austin's daughter, according to Kim's father, was the woman that left her house at 8:15. So she was the last person, according to her, to see Kim alive. And that was broken by the paperclip party because they had a conversation with Kim's Porter father. That's crazy. Now, what was Kim's state? Why did, and in the report, didn't it say she had blood on the pillow and bruises or something like that? The case needs to be reopened, man. The case really needs to be reopened. Because if that girl was there and she said that Kim was all right, what happened from 8 to 11? And why did all Kim's stuff come up missing?
Just days before Diddy got hit with the major federal case, a man named Chris Todd dropped a short Amazon book called Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side. He claimed the book came from Kim Porter herself, even though it's only about 60 pages. It's full of wild stories about Kim and Diddy's relationship. Some parts talk about how Kim found things she wasn't supposed to see, how Diddy allegedly mistreated her, and how things behind closed doors were way darker than anyone knew. A lot of people don't think the book is real, and several of Kim's close friends even said it's fake. But the timing of the book dropping, right when Diddy was arrested, made people look at the whole situation again. Kim's ex Albie Shaw said Kim was working on something before she died, and after she passed, her computer and important files disappeared. He's been trying to get authorities to look into this for years.
A lot of suspect things going on. First and foremost, in our day and time, other than our house key, a woman gonna keep her phone and she got a lot of different purses, but everybody always grab their phone. Why come right till today, right now, nobody knows what Kim Porter phone is? And they know they had iPhone. Why have nobody went to the cloud and got the text messages and the things off her phone? Because everything that came in that phone is text, and you know your iPhone find my phone. Nobody tried to find the phone? I would love for her son, who has all the rights, to go to and get all the stuff out the clouds. Her last text, who she calling, who she spoke to, who called her, where was the last place her phone was at before it was destroyed and cut off? It would tell you that too.
You personally, what do you think happened to Kim Porter?
I'm not a medical, nor I was an investigator on that case. I don't believe that an individual with her, I want to say, financial status would lay up in the house and die of pneumonia without a doctor or some kind of medical person responsible. So I think it may have been some, I guess, foul play.